kisser. Sophia, best girl. Waifu material. 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 Do I look like a cam girl to you? I need this for drugs. And now to enter my fortress of solitude. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is Artie of Artie's Corporate Fiction, back at it with you with a very special episode. This time I'm not lifting off of the videos of others, but I will be talking about an old favorite. Well, not necessarily an old favorite, but somebody who has been featured on this channel before. It is Sandra Ann Anderson, aka Hi Woman, Sandra Ann, etc., etc., etc. She's a Canadian sovereign citizen, or or what they call up there the OPCA, Organized Pseudo-Legal Commercial Arguments Litigant. If you don't know who she is, she rose to prominence, or at least she caught my radar, by trying to fight charges of smuggling in a horse from the United States to Canada, so without paying the requisite taxes. So but what happened is that this has been, but her antics with the court has been ongoing ever since then. I showcased a video of hers before, and I'm going to show it again today. But what made it important is that on August 3rd, there's been other court cases since then, but on August 3rd, Justice Rook of he's an associate chief justice in Alberta province, basically tore her a new one. He's been part of her litigation. This one isn't about the horse smuggling, but it's about apparently her condo, that it's being foreclosed on her. And I want to read this case largely because he completely rips her to shreds. And I mean rips her to shreds. It's great. And if you don't know Lawful Masses, I think Leonard French of Lawful Masses had showcased this opinion, but I wanted to give my take on it because I think it's fantastic. So we're gonna go through this right now. I have the case right there. This was issued August 3rd, 2022. It's Royal Bank of Canada. And Sandra, I'm not going to go through all this. Acting as agent for and on behalf of yada, yada, yada. Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to make a note of here. Associate Chief Justice Rook is the author of the Meads versus Meads opinion. Many of us in the sovereign citizen watchdog community know or should know of that opinion. The Meads versus Meads decision, and you can look it up for free on Canly, is an opinion that by Justice Rook, who completely dissects the entirety of the sovereign citizen movement in Canada, but also he goes into the United States as well. It's extensive, to say the least. And so Justice Rook is like the go-to in terms of Canada's judiciary when it comes to understanding sovereign citizens. So the fact that he's on this case makes it all the better. So this decision responds to an unusual but not unique litigation scenario. Sandra Ann Anderson. Oh, I have to have drinks because I know that I'm going to get thirsty throughout reading this. Owns a condominium in Calgary, the condo that she financed with a 2019 mortgage with a principal of $160,000, loan from the Royal Bank of Canada, RBC. Sanderson calls herself many things and by many names, as indicated in the style of cause above. Ms. Anderson has ceased making payments on the mortgage. RBC on June 16, 2021, filed a statement of claim to foreclose to recover its debt, which by then had increased to $160,954. Ms. Anderson also secured a personal Visa credit card debt against this property and accumulated $3,900 in further debt. None of this is particularly unusual. Foreclosures such as this occur all the time at this court. However, Ms. Anderson is an unusual litigant because she believes she is not subject to Canadian law, but rather only to a different and special law that she seems to claim means that she can get a condo for free and that she does not need to pay her credit card debt. Ms. Anderson says she's not subject to Canadian law, statutes, ordinance, and codes. Ms. Anderson says there are no debts, at least any that she owes. Instead, she said it is RBC who owes her money. Ms. Anderson has many explanations for these claims. She, excuse me. She, points to secret and imaginary bank accounts operated by the U.S. government. Why is she citing the U.S. government when she's in Canada? That are linked to her birth certificate. She says that a bank in the UK, the Weir Bank, and its proprietor Peter of England have provided a voucher signed by Prime Minister Justin Trudeau that discharges all her obligations. These are clearly irrational, unaccepted LPCA claims. See Meads versus Meads. Other times, Miss Anderson says that, quote, I, woman Sandra Ann, does, end quote, does not owe anything. Rather, it is Sandra Ann Anderson, all capitals, who is in contract with the RBC. That all capital names entity is someone or something else, but certainly not her, she claims. Miss Anderson at various points says she's the executrix of Sandra Ann Anderson, and many, many more unusual claims, some of which I will later survey. The net effect is that Miss Anderson is doing all she can to frustrate RBC's foreclosure. She has bombarded the court and RBC with obviously legally worthless abusive documents. When Miss Anderson appears in court physically or via teleconference, Miss Anderson is disruptive, contemptuous, ignores court directions and orders, and acts literally as a law unto herself. That has led Miss Anderson to be kicked out of courtrooms and muted and expelled from teleconference appearances. Don't worry, we have some video on at least one of those appearances. Miss Anderson is the self-represented litigant and so has the benefit of special privileges status as set forth by the Supreme Court. However, it basically goes down talking about she's. This is actually very important. I don't want to skip through this. However, Miss Anderson has been involved in a range of litigation before this and in other courts that makes very clear that her activities are not those of some misinformed and confused person stumbling through a complex, inscrutable apparatus. Instead, Miss Anderson is an intentional, bad, vexatious actor. She has been informed of the what, why, and how she is getting things wrong. Miss Anderson has been cautioned that the very negative consequences will follow from her misconduct, and that is indeed what has transpired. All that has made no difference to her continuing vexatious conduct. Instead, as I will subsequently discuss, Miss Anderson's bad conduct in the foreclosure action has now escalated to a new level. She's directly threatening the court staff and judiciary, who will pay Miss Anderson the fine she purports to levy in silver coin, aka lawful money. This decision has several functions. One is to address Miss Anderson's abuse of the Alberta Court of Queen's Bench, its employees and decision makers, and wastage of the court's resources. The second objective of this decision is to end the RBC foreclosure proceeding in a manner that is fair and efficient to those involved parties who have engaged in this court in good faith. That means Miss Anderson may not find the result of this decision is what she prefers, but Miss Anderson has forfeited her interest being front and center in this matter. Miss Anderson is, hold on, I gotta do this. I got something for this. Miss Anderson is
a litigation terrorist.
A person who uses courts and law to harm others because she likes it and for her own personal advantage. The time for that is to end now, and this decision will do that. I'd also note, as an initial point in this matter, that Miss Anderson recently was involved in a testamentary matter where I was one of the case management justices. Suffice to say that Ms. Anderson received a multi-million-dollar inheritance from her father. That fact is relevant in several ways. First, Ms. Anderson is well able to pay her mortgage payments and the outstanding condo debt as a whole. Second, Ms. Anderson can easily afford to hire a lawyer. She formerly did so, but that cramped her litigation style. Ms. Anderson is thus not a destitute, desperate person, but instead a
greedy scofflaw
who seeks a condo for free with no legitimate legal basis. Third, those significant resources mean that Miss Anderson is well positioned to misuse legal processes and harass and abuse others, and she has done exactly that. That capacity, intent, and activity also warrants certain steps. As will become apparent, Miss Anderson's bad conduct in the foreclosure is simply one facet of Miss Anderson's overall consistent approach to her social and legal obligations. Simply put, Miss Anderson seeks to only do what Miss Anderson wants to do. Sandra, here we go. He goes through some of the examples of her, but I'm going to skip here. Miss Anderson is pseudo-law adherent and guru, an individual who claims that the laws created by Parliament and the legislatures and inherited via the common law are all a fraud, that are unjustly imposed without valid authority. And then he references his own case, Meads versus Meads. Functionally, OPCA strategies are a kind of cheat code, a sort of get-out-of-jail-free card that pseudo-law adherents engage to purportedly get free money and condos, not pay taxes, drive without insurance or driver's licenses, engage in criminal offenses without state sanction, and so on. In Meads, I observe at paragraph 4 that beyond using highly stereotypic and conservative set of not-law concepts, this category of litigants shares one other critical characteristic. They will only honor state, regulatory, contract, family, fiduciary, equitable, and criminal obligations if they feel like it. And typically, they don't. That exactly describes Miss Anderson, and in many ways is all one needs to know about her. I tell you that this guy's is ripping into her. This is fucking awesome. So now let's go into this part.
And because Sandra Anderson, horse smuggler and vigilante judge of her own do-it-yourself court.
Miss Anderson is an international horse smuggler. Miss Anderson has repeatedly purchased horses in the U.S., and then, when transporting those horses into Canada, she has claimed those horses were her property that she had taken first into and then back out of the U.S., thus evading customs duties. Miss Anderson was caught, and that led to horse seizures and fines. I note that one of Anderson's smuggled horses, I'm not going to pronounce that name, was purchased by Miss Anderson for about $120,000 Canadian, in the range of her outstanding condo debt. Miss Anderson then took the unconventional step of filing pseudo-law paperwork in the Alberta Court of Queen's Bench that purported to seize control of the court's physical infrastructure. Miss Anderson's pseudo-law documents stated that she would then conduct a vigilante legal proceeding against Canadian Border Service officers and administrators, federal government officials, and a public prosecution services Canada Crown prosecutor. Miss Anderson, quote, woman, Sandra of the Anderson family, would be the prosecutor and judge who would determine the guilt and penalties of all these trespassers. That sounds so much more fair than our current corrupt and evil system. Am I right, guys? Totally fair. All of this follows a well-established and never successful U.S. sovereign citizen pseudo-law scheme promoted by Carl Lentz. Needless to say, this attempt to conduct a vigilante do-yourself court was rejected by this court. Miss Anderson's materials were struck out, and Miss Anderson was ordered to pay costs. Miss Anderson sent the court printed copies of the decision that rejected her horse smuggling vigilante judge process, with each page marked in red Sharpie at 45 degrees to the lower right.
This 7th day of June 2021. No trespass. Contract declined. All rights reserved. Sandra Ann Gate.
Naturally, this was meaningless and had no legal effect. Miss Anderson is accused of in numerous provincial court of Canada, Alberta criminal proceedings. Goes through the documents. Charges include driving while unimpaired, failure to produce a driver's license, operating a motor vehicle without having a prohibited blood alcohol concentration, uttering a forged document, forged COVID-19 test results, and transporting fireworks on an aircraft. Her horse smuggling, failure to attend court, and failure to comply with release conditions. Ms. Anderson has illegally attempted to disrupt and sabotage those criminal proceedings by submitting forged subpoenas, repeatedly submitting pseudo-law documents that purport to unilaterally terminate the prosecution against her, in some instances by payments from an imaginary bank account. I want to look that one up. When Miss Anderson had appeared in court, she was disruptive and was ejected by the sheriffs. Miss Anderson also took the unconventional step of retaining a Calgary-based pseudo-law lawyer. Daniel Terry Loznick, private sovereign attorney general. Loznick operates the Angelic Law OPCA website. Loznick's in-court misconduct has led to him being ejected from Alberta courtrooms. Oh. Anderson Maria Peregrine. Oh. So that's okay, so that's the video that we're going to watch after this, where he gets ejected from the courtroom. Guys, if you haven't seen it yet, it's fucking awesome. You can't find it online anymore. They took it down, but I saved the video because it's so delicious. We're going to watch it. Loznick has been prohibited from engaging in unlicensed legal activities. Loznick is also facing multiple criminal charges, including firearms offenses. Oh, I didn't know that one. Miss Anderson has 5 outstanding arrest warrants dating from June 2019 onward. Miss Anderson has informed my office she's no longer in Canada and instead is relocated to California. So shit, she's a fugitive. I find on balance probabilities that Miss Anderson has absconded from Canada to evade arrest and detention in criminal proceedings. It's a good thing we got an extradition treaty in Canada. Straw woman theory strategies. Miss Anderson's wealth of pseudo-law activity includes her persistent use of straw man theory, the idea that individuals have 2 aspects, the flesh and blood, and the immaterial legal doppelganger, the straw man. 2 halves use names with different letter case and often punctuation. Sandra Ann Anderson versus Sandra Ann Anderson. The core reason is that straw man is purportedly responsible. The theory is that Sandra Ann Anderson, all caps, is purportedly responsible for everything bad and thus is the only half that is subject to debts, legislation, criminal liability, and court authority. Fucking convenient, am I right? So Sandra Ann Anderson says she owns the condo, and if someone has to pay, that's Sandra Ann Anderson. Miss Anderson has over and over used straw man theory, and Miss Anderson has been told over and over that straw man theory is false and does not work. It feels like I know exactly how Justice Rook feels, especially considering earlier today. Strawman theory is so notoriously false that anybody who employs strawman theory is presumed to do so in bad faith and for abusive ulterior purposes. OPCA guru. Miss Anderson has now gone past simply acting as a user of pseudolaw to actively propagating misinformation of that kind. She is an OPCA guru. So she's no longer a client. She's now a teacher. Miss Anderson is now teaching others via the internet that they incorrectly do not have to pay income tax. Miss Anderson claims that to have secrets for that. As I noted in Meads versus Meads, pseudo-law promoters are predatory con men and women who profit from exploiting the naive and vulnerable. Going in here. This is from a previous court decision, noting that Miss Anderson has gone from student to teacher. And also noting in a previous action that they have officially rendered her as a vexatious litigant. Conclusion.
Miss Anderson is an unrepentant, destructive, greedy, uncooperative, abusive scofflaw. That has been her uniform approach to legal rights and obligations and the courts for years. Her misconduct is standing into multiple subject of dispute. Miss Anderson cannot be trusted, but she is pointed to the actual laws. She reliably rejects that and claims the unilaterally impose something else.
Unlike many pseudo-law litigants, Miss Anderson has significant and substantial resources. She has already demonstrated that she will use unorthodox vigilante processes against those who are simply engaged in illegal duties. All these factors and Miss Anderson's dismal record of pseudo-law misconduct mean that Miss Anderson is an appropriate target for unusual and intrusive litigation and litigant management steps by this court. Doing otherwise simply guarantees more trouble ahead. The following timeline explains the status of the condo foreclosure proceeding. This timeline is to some degree simplified and, for example, does not include the many occasions where Miss Anderson has written myself, the masters, or other court personnel, making demands for irrelevant and imaginary information, such as my U.S. Internal Revenue Service account information. Again, we're in Canada. Thank you, Damian Paxton, for being a member for 2 months. I'm glad to have you with me, man. I hope you're doing well. June 16th, RBC files a statement of claim. October 4th, RBC applies for a redemption order on the condo for the forced sale. October 4th, 2020, Sandra Ann files a statement of defense in the form of an affidavit, which is neither a statement of defense nor an affidavit. Instead, the document is a series of questions, most of which are nonsense, and all of which involve pseudo-law concepts. For example, Ms. Anderson demands mortgage and credit card contract documents with, quote, wet ink signatures, end quote. The idea that a debt may only be established by an original wet ink signature physical contract is a common and legally rejective OPCA motif deployed as a basis alleged to invalidate debt contracts. See, plenty of examples cited there. Like, yeah. You know, the legal system may seem archaic to these sovereign citizens, but, you know, digital signatures are a thing and are being accepted everywhere. If this rule were, in fact, true, then no contract formed via electronic means would ever be enforceable. Among other things, the statement of defense claims that Miss Anderson does not owe any credit card debt-related debts and instead demands full refund for all post-December 2019 payments made by Anderson. Totally $67,000. The statement of defense was accompanied by an affidavit of status and fact, reproduced below as Appendix A. This affidavit's OPCA characteristics are obvious, including use of presumptively abusive and bad purpose straw man theory. A full review of the abusive pseudo-law character of this document is both unnecessary and a waste of judicial resources. Its failings are obvious and manifest. Both these documents were filed in the Okotoks Provincial Court of Alberta, which is obviously the wrong court to have any legal effect. Each was notarized by lawyer Cody A. Melnick, who was for that reason reported to the court to the Law Society of Alberta for disciplinary steps. A lawyer signed off on those documents? Ooh, he in trouble. November 10th, 2021, the RBC application was adjudicated before the master. Miss Anderson, president, only identified herself as the executor of the fictitious straw woman, Sandra and Anderson estate. Master Farrington confirmed the mortgage was valid, the quantum of the outstanding debts, and granted Miss Anderson a 6-month redemption period to repay the debt in full. Otherwise, the condo would be listed as a judicial sale. On May 10th of this year, Miss Anderson made a leave to file an application for a counterclaim against RBC that would block the foreclosure, declare Miss Anderson owed nothing, and make myself and Alberta Minister of Justice Tyler Sandro personally responsible as fiduciaries for Miss Anderson's debts and operation of her straw woman's bank account that is allegedly held by the U.S. SEC. I thought it was the IRS or the Treasury. In the alternative, Miss Anderson claimed strategies like the wet ink signature money for nothing scheme described above. The Weir Bank had paid her debt with a voucher signed by Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. And other schemes are fully reviewed in Royal Bank of Canada versus Anderson. Miss Anderson's leave to file request was denied, and she was ordered to pay $10,000, a $10,000 penalty to the clerk of court for Miss Anderson's transparent attempts to sabotage the foreclosure using OPCA tactics. Miss Anderson sends counsel for RBC a notice of injunction and cease and desist. Counsel for RBC responds, you cannot file documents at Queen's Bench due to the court order declaring you a vexatious litigant. May 26th to 30th, 2022. Court-appointed realtor Craig, Craig Durkovich writes Miss Anderson to arrange for the viewing of the condo. Miss Anderson's response to that email is to reject the court's authority, saying court orders related to legal title, not the real property, which is still in my possession under my ownership. She also says she has no outstanding debt. In addition, this matter has been settled and payment has been effected. Any seizure has already been reported to the agents of the authority as fraud. Thank you, David, for the 2-month membership. I appreciate it. I really do. Like I said in my Discord, which, by the way, I have a Discord. If you're not a member of Discord, go join my membership. Go join my member. I can't talk now. Go join my Discord. You guys have been wanting me to do more debates. There you go. And look at what it's done to me today. Anyway. June 3rd. Oh. Miss Anderson then threatens Mr. Durkovich. I've already notified the Real Estate Council of Alberta and your broker of this fraudulent conveyance, and should you continue to harass me, I will add you as a party in 3949A, subject 15 USC Section 1 and Title 18, 241, 242. The provisions Miss Anderson indicated are U.S. rather than Canadian legislation. Oh my God. June 3rd, 2022. Since Miss Anderson did not pay her outstanding debts, RBC applied for the access to the condo, so the court-appointed realtor could display the property or vacant possession of property. A supporting June 1st, 2022 affidavit reported he was unable to contact Miss Anderson by telephone and email. The affidavit records that the condo is occupied by a tenant, Ms. Rosati. Parties appeared before Master Mason, and Miss Anderson appeared via teleconference. Miss Anderson was disruptive and interrupted proceedings, so she had to be repeatedly muted. During the multiple matters prior to the foreclosure hearing, Miss Anderson repeatedly sent pseudo-law messages via the teleconference chat function. When the matter was heard, Miss Anderson denied she was present and said, self-identifying as the authorized representative, Sandra. Miss Anderson continues her usual pseudo-law claims and taxes. Master Mason ordered a key to the condo is placed in the lockbox on the condo by July 15, 2022. And that showings of the condo shall commence immediately. Solicitor and client costs were ordered against Miss Anderson. Miss Anderson, on July 15th, Miss Anderson, by fax, titled Void Disclosure, sent a packet of materials to this court. Attached is a letter dated July 7th. The Council RBC that is reproduced as this Appendix B is completely pseudo-law nonsense. July 18th. And here we go. July 18th, 2022, Miss Anderson, by multiple emails to the court, sent the untitled document dated July 16th, reproduced as Appendix C below, to myself and other court staff. Miss Anderson also demanded contact information for additional court staff to deliver this document. The document is a fee schedule, a notorious form of OPCA intimidation that is uniformly rejected by all courts that have dealt with such fee schedules. I will now discuss the July 18th document in more detail. As you and I know, on this channel, Fee schedules are indeed a classic tactic of sovereign citizens. They either send them through documentation, or if you see them on the side of the road with cops, they like say, well, every 5 minutes you keep you here, that's $10,000, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's all bullshit, not legally enforceable. The document, the fee schedule, is a foisted unilateral agreement, a document that purportedly has effect when unilaterally imposed on a target. Fee schedules are a specific subtype of foisted unilateral foisted agreement where the recipient is purportedly automatically subject to the penalties or fines for certain activities. Ms. Anderson calls these fines payment for services rendered and demands those payments in lawful money, Canadian silver dollars. These services charges range from $100K for any single court appearance to $10 million for misaddressing living being woman as territorial Canadian citizen, resident, fiction, corporate entity, or anything other than a living woman or man. This is, of course, more strong woman nonsense, since I never identify Miss Anderson by her fake divided entities. By this decision alone, I will purportedly owe Miss Anderson hundreds of millions of Canadian silver dollars. Fee schedules are broadly recognized as an illegal form of intimidation. See, e.g., according to Canadian law, one may draw the inference that a person intends the natural result of their actions. That is, draw the inference, or excuse me, that is the basis to establish criminal intent. So, when Miss Anderson is told something is wrong and then does it, I can conclude that her misconduct in engaging in illegal intimidation is not an accident or a misunderstanding, but instead intentional. Miss Anderson has access to the resources to take steps to try and implement her illegal fee schedule demands. She has, unfortunately, in the past found Alberta lawyers who will collaborate with her schemes. While Miss Anderson is subject to court access restrictions in Alberta, she could engage in forum shopping and file her lawsuits in the US, the federal courts, or other provinces. Or she could simply set up further do-it-yourself vigilante pseudo law courts. There are many ways Miss Anderson can engage in mischief and inflict harm, and I have no difficulty whatsoever concluding she may very possibly do exactly that. After all, her record speaks for itself loudly. All of this reflects negatively on Miss Anderson and the Warren's court action. However, the fact that Miss Anderson is now targeting court staff, particularly clerks of the court, warrants special attention. In her most recent emails, Miss Anderson is demanding the names of court staff she has interacted with and her email addresses. The implications of that are obvious: harassment and intimidation. Nielsen recently in JSG versus AG, at paragraphs 41 through 44, commented on the implications of abusive litigants targeting vulnerable court staff. I also note that litigation management is ineffective because JSG targets aspects of the court structure and staff that are defenseless and cannot be protected by steps like case management, because those court staff, particularly clerks of the court, are professionally obliged to assist litigants, even those who are abusive and harmful. Legal and academic comment. In other words, now Justice Rook is saying, bitch, now you're fucking with my staff and you don't fuck with my staff. A good judge cares about their staff. And Justice Rook is like, you ain't fucking with my staff. Legal and academic commentary on abusive litigants have historically neglected this factor. Justice Shelley of this court stressed the obligations of clerks of the court to the public. The court clerks serve a critical function as part of the administration of justice in this province. They are the front line of the Alberta Court of Queen's Bench. They are required to assist litigants and others who have business with the court. However, the obligation to provide those services to the public does not extend to them being bullied, abused, or otherwise mistreated in an unfair and unprofessional manner. I agree and adopt the conclusions of Justice Papal made in Lochner versus Ontario Civilian Police Commission. Vexatious litigants are a drain on our system of justice. In addition to being a burden on opposing parties, they are a burden on the judiciary and court personnel. At least the judiciary has mechanisms to attempt to address the conduct of vexatious litigant, but court personnel are ill-equipped to do anything when faced with a barrage of phone calls, emails, and other communications frequently characterized by incendiary and rude remarks. The cost and time incurred by opposing parties is significant, and the adverse cost awards frequently cannot be relied upon to discourage future comparable behavior. In JSG, I concluded that JSG is an example of an abusive litigant who targets this vulnerable component of the court apparatus. The OHSA requires employers, including governments of Alberta and Google Court, to take reasonable and practical steps to prevent workplace harassment and bullying. I agree with and fully endorse this analysis by Associate Chief Justice Nielsen. These issues at least equally apply to Ms. Anderson. That is a further reason now to take steps to address Ms. Anderson's unacceptable behavior. There is no point to continuing the foreclosure proceeding. Ms. Anderson has made it unmistakably clear that she will not in any way cooperate with any step taken by the plaintiff or the court. Instead, Ms. Anderson now promises to sue RBC, RBC's officers, RBC's lawyer, and court-appointed realtor, the Honorable Minister Chandro, clerks of the court, masters of the court, and myself via fines and penalties she has unilaterally imposed under her own illegal authority. Now he goes, talks about access to justice and what's going to happen here. Permitting the condo foreclosure proceeding to continue increment by increment while Ms. Anderson threatens, disrupts, and demands and declares all securely from California beyond the reach of the court is not access to justice. To proceed in the usual manner is instead a farce, a predictable parade of hazards that range from pratfalls to pungy stick pits. Damn. Dropping that Vietnam knowledge. Permitting this matter to continue expends the resources of this court, and as Chief Justice Wagner has instructed, the Alberta Court of Queen's Bench must ensure its resources are allocated in an appropriate manner. Intervention, thus, is necessary. Otherwise, nothing will ever change, nothing new could ever be expected, and it has to end, and now it does. I rule that RBC has established the debts owed by Ms. Anderson. Ms. Anderson has had more than adequate opportunity to respond to the court's decision, to provide a redemption payment, or to come to another joint and agreed upon result. Ms. Anderson instead has chosen the path illustrated above. I therefore order absolute and full title to the condo is transferred immediately to RBC as of the date of this decision. RBC shall register that change of title with the Alberta Land Titles Office. The Land Titles Office shall refuse to register any interest or document submitted by Ms. Anderson in relation to the condo, except if that candidate registration is accompanied by an order of this court permitting same. The value of the condo is set at the for sale amount of $219,000. RBC shall, by September 30th, 2022, submit to the court by affidavit the following information: a statement of this outstanding mortgage and credit card debts as of the date of the decision, other unpaid debts linked to the condo, for example, taxes and association fees, solicitor client expenses incurred in the conduct of this foreclosure action, other expenses incurred during the foreclosure action, such as the valuation expenses, realtor expenses, and other disbursements, and E, a report on the status of the tenancy of the condo as further discussed below. RBC may also, by September 30th, submit an updated evaluation of the condo. Ms. Anderson has frustrated RBC and its assessor from conducting a full evaluation of the property via her illegitimate claims, threats, and evasions. If, upon that investigation, the condo's value is substantially less than $219,000, I may revise the value. I exercise the court's statutory inherent jurisdiction to conclude this matter immediately. The preceding review of Ms. Anderson's mechanizations explains why. Additionally, I have acted immediately because I am very well aware that Ms. Anderson may attempt to use strategies such as property registrations, litigation in both real and fictitious courts to further complicate and frustrate this legal proceeding in RBC getting the condo it owns by law. Now is the time to act, and that is what I have done. The foreclosure is over and done. Holy shit. Mindful of my obligations to provide information to self-represented litigants concerning their litigation options, if Ms. Anderson disagrees with this outcome, her remedy is an appeal to the Alberta Court of Appeal. Now we go to the poor soul who is stuck in the middle of this craziness. Tenant Filomena Rosati. Miss Anderson has enough victims. If, in fact, Miss Anderson is renting the condo to the apparent occupant, Mr. Sadi, I will endeavor to minimize what complication a complication and harm that may result from the innocent tenant. First, I find that any tenancy contract between the occupant of the condo and Miss Anderson is terminated immediately by the fundamental breach of tenancy contract by Miss Anderson. The tenant contracted for a residence in which to live. Miss Anderson intentionally sabotaged that by refusing to pay her mortgage and then engaging in these OPCA strategies to get a condo for free. Ms. Rosati, who I'm going to assume is the tenant of the condo, has the following options. She may come to an agreement with RBC as to her remaining in the condo as a tenant, or by purchase of the condo. But if Ms. Rosati and RBC cannot come to an agreement so that Ms. Rosati remains in the condo, then Ms. Rosati shall vacate by September 30th, 2022. In either alternative, Ms. Rosati is entitled to make a claim against any equity remaining by Ms. Anderson in the condo so as to indemnify Ms. Rosati from the expense caused by Ms. Anderson's breach of contract. This includes refund for the full damage, deposit paid by Ms. Rosati to Anderson, if any, the costs for Ms. Rosati to employ a mover to relocate her property, any costs relating to disconnecting and setting up services such as utilities and telecommunications, and 4 other reasonable expenses that are required so that Ms. Rosati can locate from the condo. So basically, what she's saying, is that Justice Rook is saying Ms. Rosati can file a claim against the equity of the property, the value of the property, to reimburse her the cost and expense of having to relocate. I encourage RBC and Ms. Rosati to come to a result that is mutually satisfactory and advantageous. They are both victims of Ms. Anderson. Ms. Rosati should, by September 30th, file with the court by affidavit any claim she wishes to make to compensate for her costs resulting from the foreclosure. If Ms. Rosati reports unidentified issues resulting from the foreclosure and her tenancy, she may make the submissions and provide information, again, due by September 30th. I'm very well aware that Ms. Anderson may target her former tenants. First, Ms. Rosati should know that Ms. Anderson has no right to make any claim against Ms. Rosati. Ms. Anderson is not permitted in this court to initiate any litigation against Ms. Rosati, except with the court's leave and supervision. Ms. Anderson is an unrepentant and highly active litigant, OPCA litigant. There is a very real probability that Ms. Anderson may send Ms. Rosati abusive pseudo-law documents. If that occurs, Ms. Rosati should submit those materials as part of her affidavit, and the court may order additional penalties against Ms. Anderson on that basis. Distribution of proceeds from the foreclosure. The court will finalize distribution of proceeds of the foreclosure after receiving information as indicated above. Ms. Anderson may also submit an affidavit following the instructions in part 4 below with the deadline of September 30th. I recommend Ms. Anderson not submit any further law documents in this matter that may lead to additional penalties. To be explicit, the distribution process is a document-only proceeding. There will be no further hearings in this matter. If Ms. Anderson holds any remaining equity in the condo after taking into account debts, claims, and expenses identified above, as well as a $10,000 penalty, then those funds will be on an interim basis paid to the court and held in trust for Ms. Anderson pending final resolution of the matter. I take this step so that affected parties, including the court, may recover additional expenses caused by Ms. Anderson. While my hope is that Ms. Anderson will, from here on in, discontinue her practice of OPCA litigation, abuse of the court, the persons affected in this litigation, I recognize the odds of that outcome are unfavorable. The residual funds held in trust are to minimize the harm Ms. Anderson may attempt to cause. So, all right, here, on top of her being labeled a vexatious litigant, here are the additional penalties on her, or restrictions. Ms. Anderson is already subject to comprehensive court access restrictions at the Alberta Court of Queen's Bench. That does not, however, stop Ms. Anderson from conducting herself in an obnoxious and abusive manner. In light of those factors and events I've previously reviewed, I now also order Ms. Anderson is prohibited from any direct or indirect communication from the Alberta Court of Queen's Bench, except in documentary form and by registered mail to my office or the office of my designate, or by submitting or filing documents via a member of good standing of the Law Society of Alberta or per other person authorized to represent Ms. Anderson in Alberta Court of Queen's Bench. To exclude any confusion, that means Miss Anderson is prevented from any communication with any Alberta Court of Queen's Bench staff, decision makers, for example, by email, telephone, letters, or other correspondence and faxes. Miss Anderson is prohibited from filing any documents with the Alberta Court of Queen's Bench, except according to paragraph 1B. Actually, yeah, you're right, Gary. It actually should be King's Bench from now on. That's a good point. Unless Miss Anderson engages the services of a lawyer, the only way that Miss Anderson may file any documents with the Alberta Court of King's Bench is if those documents are received by my office after review, pays a filing document review payment at the court. Miss Anderson may only communicate by my office if all documents using the name Sandra Ann Anderson and not using initials, an alternative name structure, or pseudonym. When a document submitted by Ms. Anderson is rejected pursuant to decision, she may be required to pay a penalty. She may also pay additional costs. I'm aware that these new provisions, according to Ms. Anderson's fee schedule, would illegally mean I am liable for her for a very large sum of silver coinage. I strongly recommend that Ms. Anderson not pursue illegal steps on that basis. I also strongly recommend to Ms. Anderson that she immediately retain a lawyer for any future interactions with the court. She can afford it. She has lots of money. I made this recommendation previously. And repeat that advice, since the same applies now. Excuse me. And I remember, this is one I do remember reading before. I strongly recommend Ms. Anderson retain a lawyer. And by that, I mean an actual certified and trained lawyer who is a valid member of the Law Society, rather than her private sovereign attorney general, Mr. Losnick. I understand Ms. Anderson is facing multiple criminal proceedings. She has engaged in highly inappropriate activity in this and other civil matters. Ms. Anderson should immediately take steps to obtain licensed, proper, and accurate legal advice and information. Listen very carefully to that. Otherwise, the path ahead for Ms. Anderson will be predictably difficult. And that will be her fault alone. And then you, final conclusion. And then here's what she sent to these people. I, woman, Sandra Ann. Biblical references. I'm pretty sure this is a U.S. Federal law citation. Yada, yada, yada. Yada, yada, yada. This is my plan, not yours. Something, something, something. Loans are fake. Random ass bullshit questions. Yada, yada, yada. There were biblical quotes. There sometimes are in her filings, but this is in her letter that she sent to the Royal Bank of Canada. Do they teach you Shakespeare in law school? Or do they pick that up? I don't think I recall having to learn any Shakespeare in law school. Maxims, rule of law. Apparently, biblical verses are maxims of law, which is incorrect. But all those maxims of law, if you go deep enough into their origins, it's by somebody who quotes Bible verses. Oh, this is the letter that an actual lawyer notarized. He notarized this. Letter from Sandra Anderson to Denise Whitley. I think this is the realtor or the person who's supposed to be putting this thing up for sale. Yada yada yada. Without vexatious frivolity or maliciousness, because simply writing that makes it not vexatious, frivolous, or malicious. And then Appendix C, another document submitted July 16th. I was not allowed to speak because you guys they suck. Something, something, something. And here you go. Fee schedule. Any court appearance. Single use, $100,000. Single use of personal private home, $50,000. Home office rental, $25,000. Computer rental, $10,000. My time and energy for paper work study preparation, $25K. Response to emails, phone calls, $2,500. Unauthorized contract by whatever means, post, telephone, electronic, $100K. Unauthorized participation in private correspondence, $200K. Theft of private property, $10 million. Refusal to file documents into KSI court, $1 million. Harassment, $200K. Failure to produce public official performance bond on demand, $500K. Promissory commercial paper fraud, $1 million. Contract fraud, $500,000. Color of law, $1 million. Oath acceptance of oath of office, $500K. Failure to produce oaths upon simply delivering it is $500,000. Obtaining property on false pretenses, $1 million. Fraud of any kind, $1 million. Removal of property, 1.5. Damage, 1. Unauthorized use of trade name, 1 million. Unauthorized underwriting of using a name Sandra Anderson, 2 million. Failure to produce true bill of proof of debt, 10 million. Interference with trusts and commercial activities by a corporation, 100 million. Or an individual, USC Title 15. Why she is referencing federal law again is beyond me. 1 million. Interference with trust and commercial activities by an individual. Geez, you missed this part. Misaddressing living being, woman, territorial candidate, resident, or anything other than living woman. $10 million. Oh, awesome. All right. I'm not going to keep you guys waiting. We all know why you guys are actually here. It's because you guys want to watch this one again. This was September, I believe.
Do any of you have matters on the docket? Or are you just here to watch?
Matters on the docket.
Yeah, do you...
This is Mr. Losnick, her angelic law lawyer who's speaking right now. This is her sovereign talking.
And, yeah, and the equestrian and Sandra Anderson.
Your Honor, that's on page 18. Calling the matter of Sandra Ann Anderson.
Okay. Who is Sandra Ann Anderson?
I'm sitting on behalf, on behalf of Sandra Anderson. Can the court please provide her accusers and the injured parties to all of these criminal convictions, please?
Okay, and your name, sir?
Is irrelevant.
No. It's very relevant.
Can I have your name, please?
Your mom.
My name is Judge Mullen, and if you are here as an agent on behalf of Sandra Ann Anderson, we are going to need your name.
I don't have to provide it. None of us gave up our jurisdictional authority. May I ask Miss Mole, what jurisdiction does this court adjudicate any matter in, please?
I'm actually not here to answer your questions. So Sandra Ann Anderson is not here?
Can you please tell me, Miss Mole?
Madam Clerk,
Note that he's not calling her judge or addressing her by judge, but here we go.
will you call Sandra Ann Anderson?
Your Honor, on phone number that was provided, or?
If that's what she's indicated that she wants to be phoned?
Miss Mole, you have to answer my question, please.
No, I don't.
No, I don't.
Yes,
No.
yes, you do. Can you then tell me the name of the foreign creditor to this country's
You're done.
bankruptcy?
Let's go.
No.
She said you're done. That means you're done.
I didn't give up.
It doesn't matter.
None of us gave up our jurisdictional rights.
You got to start going, or we're going
I
to
am
help you.
sorry you cannot
we're going to assist
do
you, that's all.
anything. You can't. Then you're telling me this court is in Admiralty Maritime jurisdiction?
I'll never get tired of that. Oh. I'll never get tired of his inflection. Morality jurisdiction. I have to hear it again. I'm sorry. Sorry.
You said you're done. That means you're done.
I didn't give up.
It doesn't matter.
None of us gave up our jurisdictional rights.
You got to start going, or we're going to
I
help
am
you.
sorry you cannot
we're going to assist
do
you, that's all.
anything. You can't.
What?
Then you're telling me this court is in Admiralty Maritime jurisdiction?
Start moving. You don't have to make this hard.
Get up on your own accord. You're no longer
You,
required here.
you,
Okay, we're
can
gonna
I have your business card,
We won't give
please?
it to you outside. Come on,
No.
please stand up, sir. So we have to use
You can't.
the least
You-
amount of force possible.
You
So
cannot force me. I
You can't.
have not given up my right.
You cannot force me as he's being forced out of the courtroom.
Really? Have you guys lost your mind? Okay.
Start moving.
Come with us.
Do any of you have matters that are on the docket this morning?
I would like to ask the same question.
Ugh.
And your name is?
I have things on the matter.
And
I'm here by special appearance, and I would like to know what jurisdiction you are handling these matters in, please.
Yeah, that's the saddest part. Is that we don't have video of it. It will convert to video later, so I promise. But it's the saddest thing that we don't actually have video of that. The way I imagine it is that there are two bailiffs who are dragging him arm by arm, and that he's like, digging his feet on the ground, like preventing them from escorting him out of the courtroom. That's how I imagine how he was escorted out. But it will convert to video here in a bit.
And once again, ma'am, your name is?
And can you tell me what your name is, please?
She literally just told the previous guy, but
Your name is?
Can you please tell me what your name is?
If you don't have matters on the docket, then I'm going to ask you to leave.
I have matters on the docket today, but before I get them heard, I would like to know what jurisdiction you are hearing these matters in today.
So that I can deal with your matter that you say is on
I would like to know what jurisdiction you are handling these matters in today, please.
Okay, ma'am,
I'm here by special appearance.
if you're not going to provide your name, then we're not going to be able to deal with your matters.
I'm here by special appearance. My given name is Sandra, and I would like to know what jurisdiction you are handling these matters in.
Okay, are you Sandra Anderson?
I have not given up my personal jurisdiction here, and I would like to know what jurisdiction you are handling these matters in.
So you're not Sandra Anderson?
I've given you my name. I would like to know. I'm not giving up my personal jurisdiction here today. I'm not giving it up, and I have not given it up. I'm under common law here, and I would like to know what.
This is Sandra Anderson.
I would like to know what jurisdiction.
Your Honor, my understanding is Ms. Anderson is in the U.S. right now, and she had these matters brought forward, and that my understanding is she provided a phone number for us.
Excuse me, who are you? What's your name? Can you please give me your...
If you didn't hear that, that was likely the court clerk. She suggested to the judge that they believed that Miss Anderson was in the U.S. and provided a phone number for them to call. However, obviously, this is Sandra, who's the female speaking. She is there, and so she asked who the court clerk was.
Your name, ma'am?
We have an individual who is being disruptive, this woman here. Would you please leave the courtroom?
Can you please tell me how I'm being disruptive? I have matters here today. I've given you my name.
No, you didn't.
My name is Sandra.
Oh, now you did.
I'm here by special appearance, and I would like to know what jurisdiction you are handling these matters
Janice, she also said common law.
in today, please.
Mr. Sheriff, would you remove this?
And what are you? How? Why?
Your stuff.
Can you please
Come with
tell me why you're removing me?
I'll tell you outside if you like.
No, you can tell me here, please, because I would like this on the. Are we on the record?
On the record, for the record, and let the record show.
Can you please know if we are on and for the record?
We're not here to answer your questions. I've asked you to leave the courtroom.
Are we on and for the record? I have matters here. You cannot ask me to leave the courtroom when I have matters
the
here.
sheriff to come up to
I
505.
just did ask you to leave the courtroom.
Who's next?
You're asking me to leave the courtroom. I would like to know, I'm asking you again.
Miss,
I'm asking you for a fifth time. What jurisdiction are you handling these matters in today?
There you go.
Today. And I would like to ask why you're ignoring me and
Godwin's Law. I forgot about that. Godwin's Law.
why you're not answering me what your name is, please. Can you please do not abandon the courtroom. Please do not abandon these matters. If you abandon these matters are over. I make a record of the court that the judge has abandoned the matter and my cases are thrown out.
Magically. Judge is no longer on the bench. Dismissed. God damn, if only it were that easy.
My cases are dismissed.
The recording's not.
Well, I have a recording, so I'm not leaving until she comes back.
Okay, the judge has asked you nicely to leave. Why don't you just come with me and we'll go.
I have matters here today. And if I leave, a warrant will be issued for my arrest, and I'm not going to have a warrant issued for my arrest. And if you make me leave,
okay,
then you will be on the docket as well.
The judge asked for you to leave the court.
I have matters here today, and you know, as an officer and a sheriff, that you work for me, and I haven't given up my personal jurisdiction,
Okay.
and I have matters here today, and I cannot leave until these matters are resolved.
Okay.
And you know that, as a sheriff.
Why
Can
don't
I
you
get your
just-
business card, please?
I don't have a business card. My
You
name is
you have
Conway.
to provide me a business card. You have to provide. I don't know who you are. I don't know who you say you are.
Again, I imagine it's good. I guess it would be considered to be good policy for officers to have business cards, but obviously it's not like it's fucking required by law either in Canada or the United States for officers or sheriffs to have business cards.
My name is right here.
Yeah, but
Sheriff.
this could be a uniform. I don't know what it is.
It is a uniform, you're right.
It could be a
This could be a uniform. It is a uniform.
fake uniform from Amazon. Please provide me with your ID.
The judge asked for her to leave the courtroom.
I have matters here today. I can't leave the courtroom. I have matters here today, and if I leave the courtroom and give up my personal jurisdiction, there will be a warrant for my arrest. I've already been put in jail twice. Okay? And I have matters to deal with here today, and as you know, as sheriffs who work for me,
Should we call Sergeant?
that you have to allow me to remain here to deal with my matters. The judge just abandoned.
Yes.
I have matters here. I need your business
True. It could be. Jazz is correct. This could be a Metro State uniform. That's very true.
card, please. I need all of your business cards, please, because I don't know who you are. You guys have masks on.
Stand up.
You have masks on. I need to see your business card first, and if you don't know who you are, that could be, I need to see your business card, please, and you know you have to show me your business card. I would like, you're going to remove me by force of arms? Okay, would you just let go of me, please?
Stand up.
Now you are assaulting me?
No, I'm not. Stand
Yes,
up.
you are. Can you please get these guys' names? M. Hilton. What's your name, please?
Stand up.
D. Merton. And this guy's name. And please make it for the record that they have not identified themselves.
I provided you my name, my regimental number, and my badge.
I would like to see some
So get fucked, lady.
form of identification, please.
Those are
with your
identifications.
picture on it, please. All of you. Because now you're going to assault me and remove me by force of arms because you guys have guns on you.
I understand the guy is trying to humor her. He may not but he may not simply understand that this lady's not going to accept anything.
Force of arms, I have not done any harm. Can you please tell me who I have harmed before you pull me away and what crime I have committed?
You've been directed by a judge to leave this courtroom.
The judge knows I have matters here. She abandoned the courtroom. My matters are complete and should be dismissed. If you remove me from here, can I please see that? Thank you very much. Alberta, so you're a peace officer and you're employed, and what is your oath?
Alberta Justice and Solicitor.
And your oath, you take an oath to serve who? Can you please repeat your oath? All three of you, please let me know what your oath is.
Okay, it's time to go.
Because if you're going to remove me here by force of arms, you will be held liable. All of you.
Okay, stand up.
For grabbing me, asked to leave by who?
I mean, that is a good question. I actually don't know if she'll actually cite American law in this video. It's a good question.
You guys work for us. I have matters here.
Okay, so we're going to ask you to leave.
Do you understand? Do you understand why she asked?
You will be physically removed.
Do you understand why she asked me to leave? Because I'm talking about personal jurisdiction, and you guys are going to make me give up my personal jurisdiction right by sitting here. You guys all know what jurisdiction is. You guys all know what jurisdiction is. And by you guys grabbing me and forcing me by arms out of this courtroom, that's assault, battery.
So,
you're right. If it were under any other circumstances, it would be battery and assault. However, these are sheriff's deputies, and they are authorized by law to apply physical force to remove you from the courtroom. Lawfully, of course. But they can do that. They're authorized to do that. That's how it works.
And you guys will be liable. You don't know that judge.
Regimental number, warrant card, badge. That's fine. She's been
force of arms.
So I'm going to give you one
force
last
of arms. You're going to give me one last arm.
Leave on your own volition, or you will be
okay,
physically.
I let you know that I am leaving under duress
Okay, as long as you're leaving.
and not under my own free will.
That's fine.
Please get that man's name too.
Oh, he has my
Rob
card.
Durham.
Okay.
Okay, I would like to see all your business cards. Okay, you guys will be held liable for this.
Sounds good.
Okay, I have a court case today. Okay,
Not anymore, you don't.
and I was here. Oh, you guys are all my witnesses that I was here
I
today.
am worried about my safety with these three officers.
Ma'am, we're just asking you to leave very quietly and calmly, so please.
You're not asking.
Honestly, the officers are giving her a lot of deference. Compared to her pseudo lawyer, where they basically tossed his ass out of the room they're giving her a lot of leeway here. A lot.
Me to leave. You guys said in there that you were going to drag me out if I did not
If
leave.
you do not leave, you've been asked to
You were
leave.
going to drag. I've
the room, and she is not allowed to leave
the room. She has given that.
Okay, let's go.
It's a judge's order, and how does that judge have power over me when I didn't give her over my
doesn't matter.
jurisdiction?
Take your
things and let's leave.
Okay.
I left the courtroom. She asked me to leave the
Okay.
courtroom.
Now
That's
you're gonna
all
leave
she
the
asked.
recording.
And why are you guys forcing
I'm
me?
not forcing you to do
Yes, you are.
anything. I'm
You're
asking
about
you
to
very
grab me.
calm-
You
No,
touched
I'm
me.
just-
You're assaulting me.
I'm
Let
not-
go of me.
No, I'm very
Let go
nice.
of me.
Let's go.
This is a public courthouse,
Yes,
and
it
I
is.
am allowed
I mean, they got gloves on, so that means that they're ready for business.
to be in a
Okay,
public
ma'am.
courthouse.
You can leave now on your own volition.
Can you say that, or you're gonna
Yes.
what? You're gonna
Or
beat
we
me out
will-
of here?
No, we're just gonna
I don't think they said that at all. Jesus.
escort you out.
You're gonna escort me out.
Yes.
How are you gonna escort me out? Drag me out?
No, I'll just take you by the arm and very.
No, I don't
calmly
want to be
and quietly-
touched.
Okay, well.
This is my personal property,
Yes.
and I do not
However,
want you
you're
touching
giving up that
my
option
personal
if you do not
property.
leave.
Yeah, I know. I would like to know what criminal offense I've done.
You've been ordered, and now
I've
you're
been
being
ordered to leave the
trespassed.
courtroom. I'm
Yes.
not okay. Who's the owner
I
of
am.
this building?
I am. I heard him that. Well, he's not the owner. He's the, but he is I would say under Canadian law, a sheriff's deputy is likely an agent, or can be no, it'd be a judge, but the judge would be able to be an agent. I don't know Canadian law, but the judge would be the agent, and if they want her out, they can kick her out.
Government of Alberta.
Government of Alberta. So who owns this building?
The government of Alberta.
Who is that?
Premises Act
Your mom.
right now.
The Trespassing Act. You have to have the owner of this building.
We are
Ask
We are
you guys-
agents of the property.
Yes.
And we're able to enforce
And
the
you're
trespass
agents
premises
of
the
what? You're agents of the Crown?
Agents of the property.
I didn't trespass to come in here. I came in here to deal with
Now
my
you've been asked to
matter.
leave.
You've been
And I've
asked
been
to leave
asked,
under the
no,
Trespass to
the
Premises Act.
Trespass to Premises Act, this is a public building. I own this building as well, just as much as you guys
Ma'am, are
own
you
this
leaving or
building.
not? I
So if
just
you
wanna
want to
know.
charge
No,
me with
I'm just asking you
trespass,
if you're leaving on your own.
no, I want to know
let's
what
go.
crime.
They honestly, again, like I said, they give her far too much leeway, in my opinion. That's because I'm going off of earlier today, and I'm very I have a low tolerance right now. Oh, I'm also 2 years in.
I own this building as well, just as much as you guys
Ma'am, are
own
you
this
leaving
building.
or not? I
So if
just
you
wanna
want to
know.
charge
No,
me
I'm
with
just asking
trespass,
if you're leaving on your own.
no, I want to know what crime I've committed.
You
Okay?
haven't
You're
committed a
leading
crime.
me, you're
Yes,
forcing me,
no,
these
yes,
police
we are.
officers
No, we're
are
just-
forcing me
Okay.
to leave. You guys got, let go of
Yes,
my arms.
please,
Let
please.
go of my arms.
Ma'am, we just, okay, get up.
Let go of my arms
Okay, get
now.
up and leave.
Let go of my
Then
arms.
walk it on your own.
You're
You
gonna
let go.
force me out of.
Sorry, employing the 4-year-old toddler defense. Normally you'd see this on aisle 4 at the grocery store, with the toddler sitting on the floor and screaming.
Here, okay.
Let's go.
No, I want people to see this. I want
Please do.
everyone
The whole
to
way.
see.
The whole way, that's fine.
Let go of me now. I told you.
Ma'am, you're very
Okay?
close to being arrested.
Just let go of me.
Then go.
Why am I being arrested? What crime have
Cereal
I
aisle,
committed?
yes.
What crime have I committed? Please tell me what crime I've committed. You're still not answering.
You're being
Still not
trespassed.
answering. I'm trespassing in a public courthouse.
Yes.
Wow.
Wow.
Do that.
Wow.
Let go of my arm. You're hurting me. Please.
We're being
Let
very
go of my
cautious.
arm. You're hurting my wrist. My wrist is broken last week. Let go of it.
If your wrist was, I said this before and I'll say it again. If your wrist was broken last week, I feel like it should be in a cast, lady.
Go of Let go of it now.
Because even if it wasn't broken and it was like a sprain, it'd still be in like a cast of some kind or or a compress, right?
You want to break my wrist again?
no.
Let
Stop
go of
for
my
a
arm.
second.
Don't get in the elevator.
Then you guys let fucking go of me, and I will let go. Let go of me. Let go of me.
No, I'm coming on this one. There's already too many
my
people in
sister.
here.
No,
Just
these
stand
guys
up.
are coming in.
That's fine, that's fine. All
You
good.
guys all with your masks, hiding your faces.
No, it's got nothing to do
Hiding
with
your face. Oh yeah, you are.
Here you go.
There you go. Show
Oh,
your
yeah.
face. Let's see if you want to show
You
your
don't
face.
have to.
This is going on the public
I
news. Well, of
hope
course,
it
the news
does.
companies are owned all by the fucking
Yes, they
corruption
are.
too.
Okay, let's go.
So, yeah. Okay, escorted out by 4 police officers because I'm a criminal.
Nobody
Because I
said
tried
that,
to
ma'am.
challenge
We're just
So part 3 is her calling up the courtroom and saying, "Why didn't you call my case?" Well, you didn't answer to your name, lady.
I'm calling you. Hello?
Hi.
Hello, is this Sandra Anderson?
Who is calling, please?
Your mom.
This is courtroom 505.
Who is calling? What is what is courtroom 505? Sorry?
Are you Sandra Anderson?
I want, excuse me? Who is calling, please? Who am I speaking with? And first of all, is this on the record? Is this on and for the record, please?
This is the judge calling from courtroom 505.
Is this on and for the record, please? Is this on and for the record, please?
Sandra Anderson?
Is this on and for the record, please? And who's judge? What judge is calling? I don't know your name. Can I have your name, please?
This is Judge Molly calling, and we are in courtroom 505, and we understand that you wanted to have your matter brought forward to today to make an adjournment application. Are you Ms. Anderson?
I wanted, excuse me, Sandra was in the courtroom today to try to deal with the matters at hand, and Justice Moley, who you are, walked out of the matter, and thus abandoning the courtroom. I have witnesses.
You're not Sandra. You are not Sandra.
I appeared in the courtroom under special appearance. Sandra, I appeared there by special appearance, and you saw me there. You asked my name, and I told you I was Sandra, and I would like to know if this is on and for the record before we continue, please.
Okay.
Because this is not a due process of law. My name is Sandra. My name is Sandra.
Anderson, your matter is going to November the 1st, and the order that was ordered by Judge Tyndale will continue, and you will appear and take next steps on November the 1st.
What matter?
If you do not appear,
what matter? What matter? Can you please, before we continue, can you please confirm? Can you please confirm if this is on and for the record? Can you please be specific? I do not understand. Can you please be specific? I do not understand.
Ms. Moskin, I understand that on information ending 664.
Excuse me, you guys call me.
Prepared to enter election.
Hello? Excuse me.
Pretty sure they put her on mute at this point.
Okay, so that's indicated on the information. And if you would just repeat the order that Judge Tyndale gave with respect to November 1st, what was to occur, if you would just repeat that for the sake of the record.
Yes, I can.
Hello?
Hello?
She needs to use Dragon Shout.
This is the fucking shit they do.
Honestly, at this point, because now that I know that A, she has money, and B, she has gone full blast and she's no longer like a victim, I got no sympathy for her anymore. Period. None. It was one thing to say that she got fooled or that she's in a dire straits and she got conned. But no, not anymore. It's clear she's in it to get out of her obligations and she has the money to pay her obligations. This is all about her. So, yeah, she deserves what she's got coming, in my opinion.
Player who has a SovCit file. Next step for order, and he expects that the court will have to enter the election.
The court will have to enter the election for you.
Okay.
Guilty or not
So
guilty.
the matters, both information will go to November the 1st, and Ms. Anderson will appear in person unless she is retained counsel, and that counsel has filed a designation of counsel. Right, so we're done with that. Is there anything else from the Crown's perspective on the AES equestrian matter or the Sandra Anderson matter? If I can see how what's moving on.
And that's the end of that. I thought I was going to end it here. I should end it here. But you know what? Code Blue Cam uploaded something today that I can't help. I can't help it. Y'all, I can't help it. I got to see it. I got to see it with you guys, right? It's got to happen. Which is drunk 18-year-old completely loses it during arrest. I mean, the thumbnail looked pretty awesome. But hey, thank you, Miss Nutty Nut, for the $10 super chat. He only wanted a taste of your chat money. Come on. If you're talking about Paul or Steve, yeah, I thought it was actually kind of weird. If you guys didn't know, if you guys didn't realize it, I talked with Paul Unslaved. It was a previous live stream on here. And he had a guest on named Steven. Steven, while he was at least the far more cordial person, I feel like with Steven, I was able to actually have a dialogue with. Towards the end, it sounded like Steven was like, hey, man, why don't we have these debates and we split the proceeds? Because this kind of debates that makes money. Like, he really sounded like, hey, let's turn this into a money-making venture type of thing. It was weird. It was odd the way he characterized it. Like, yeah. Like, while it was one of those odd things where it's like, one, Steven was far, far more cordial and somebody I could actually have a dialogue with, but at the same time, he's like, hey, man, why don't, in no uncertain terms, he's like, let's turn this into a money-making venture. Yeah. Anyway, let's see how this 18-year-old handles a DUI arrest.
On July 2nd, 2022, police were downtown on foot patrol when they...
Now, if somebody can actually point to me whether or not Stevens Point, Wisconsin is anywhere close to La Crosse.
Observed a very angry female pacing in front of the bars in Stevens Point, Wisconsin. She was yelling that she couldn't find her phone and claiming she was going to fight the person that took it. The female was later identified as 18-year-old Rebecca Vallejo. Eventually, a large disturbance broke out in front of the bars with two males fighting.
Typical.
Officers were trying to break up the fight, but Rebecca attempted to join.
Her name is Becca? Her name is Becca. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Here we go. Here we go.
Join in and go after one of the males. After both males stopped, Rebecca continued to go after one until she fell to the ground.
Okay, apparently, yes. Headphone warning.
Calm down. Calm down.
Officers attempted to restrain her, but she was resistive and uncooperative.
Everybody stand back.
I'm right here.
Let's just stand back, all right?
Stand back. I'm standing back as much as I can. That's my ward.
That's fine.
That is my ward.
It's fine.
I know it's fine.
Guys, settle down.
It can be fine. It can be fine. You're not yelling. You're not yelling.
Exactly.
You're the only one who is yelling.
Okay,
Everybody
I don't want
else
to see anything crazy. Oh, it's fine. We're good. It's okay. She's fine.
Okay.
It's okay. Fine. It's fine. Guys, settle down. It's okay. She was fighting with someone else. Settle down. It's okay. Settle down, guys. Hey, settle down.
I didn't ask you.
I know, but just don't.
You are not
Can you walk
authority.
away, please? You're making things worse. Far over here. You're stupid as settle down, guys. Yeah, we just swear. That's all.
Baby, just breathe. Just breathe.
Just settle down. Why?
God damn it, Sean. Why you gotta steal my jokes? Becca with the good hair.
Because you're fighting her. You would not follow simple instructions. Listen.
Oh, you don't understand. Stop! Let go of my wrist! Ow!
Also, yeah, this is probably like DLC to the lacrosse GTA server.
Have a seat. Take a seat. Have a seat where I'll help you out. We need her name for that.
Once Rebecca was placed in the squad car, she screamed and kicked.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
You stupid.
I don't believe so.
Yeah, you are.
So.
Handcuffed because you can't control me, you stupid. I was trying to defend my cousin. He was getting beat on the street. I didn't do anything about it.
What?
Get me
Oh, 205. 405. What's this girl's name?
Stop kicking.
I believe
Stop kicking.
I will never stop this.
We're just gonna end up trying to ID her quick.
Stop kicking.
Jeffrey was the one that had her phone and tried to give it back to her.
All right, time to wrap the ankles.
Bitch, what do you want me to do? I ain't gonna stop. I'm gonna keep going.
What's your name? What's your name, ma'am?
Make you feel good?
What's your name?
Make you feel good? I'm gonna.
Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. You got your hobble?
Yeah.
Alright, so we're gonna hobble her.
Yeah, shut your no, I don't give a I was offending my cousin. Put that light in my I don't give a What's up? What the do you want from me? I was defending my
Well,
I'm sorry that y'all couldn't do your job.
that's what we're trying to do.
Step in.
Is that the one?
No, I had to step in.
Alright, what's your name?
I had to step in. I feel like this is the kind of chick that would say like something like BLM, Black Lives Matter, or something like that. She seems like that type of age and that type of stupidity to say that.
No.
Now what?
That's you were doing this bitch. You fucking young as fuck. You stupid as fuck, bitch. I'm a female. You slam me in the fucking cement.
Oh well, she did pull the "I'm a female" card.
Right. I didn't do shit. You slam me in the fucking cement. You stupid as fuck. What, you got me in handcuffs? You think I'm scared? Nah, bitch. It's a little resist. It's a little bit. Because
It's a little bit of resisting.
I broke my fucking hand. And y'all didn't even give a fuck.
UAL. Let's revoke her bond too.
Let's revoke. Did I hear that for the cop? Yeah, let's ask the revoker bond.
The fucking cement, you stupid as fuck. What, you got me in handcuffs? You think I'm scared? Nah, bitch. It's a little resist.
It's a little bit because I broke my fucking hand and y'all didn't even give a fuck.
UAL. Let's revoke her bond too.
Yes, yeah, Rebecca. What about it?
Cool.
What a fucking matter? I don't give a fuck.
I can go.
Throw this back in my thing.
Yeah.
Close the window.
212 comm center.
Close the window. No, you can see my fucking face still, bitch.
That's rough.
Out of the way. You suck. You see my fucking face.
Not very long.
Yeah.
You're off to jail.
Oh, honey, I don't give a fuck.
Neither do I.
All right. Police do not need to match sass with sass, but you know what? I don't care at this point. I'm laughing with it. Professionally, cops do not need to match sass with sass, but here I'm just gonna laugh with them.
We're at 1095 with Rebecca. We're going to jail with her. Let them know that she's not exactly a happy camper.
Go ahead.
Big A mileage for us. He's up to jail. 30759.
Okay, wow. Fuck.
10-4.
Let me the fuck out of this fucking car! It's fucking bullshit!
I have your return on Ricky.
Lincoln Street. Ricky.
Motherfucking goddamn! I know it's fucking
No
illegal
more.
to defend someone for them fucking beating their ass! Right, bitch! I was offended! My fucking gay ass! That was getting his ass beat by some Reiki ass poor dude! The y'all
43
let him
com,
fucking beat
1023.
his ass!
A mileage.
Did she just call herself a whore, or is she referring to somebody else? Because it was two dudes who were fighting that she tried to intervene, right?
She eventually was able to slip out of her handcuffs and began hitting the squad divider.
What? Oh shit!
She was able to slip out of her handcuffs and began hitting the squad divider.
43 column. You want 43 column? Can you match the jail? She got her.
Ah, let me out of this fucking car! Let me out of this fucking car! Bitch, let me out!
Yeah, I will say somebody fucked up and not getting those cuffs tighter.
Go ahead.
Let me out!
So George, Ocean, Nora, Zebra, Adam, Lincoln, Edward, Zebra.
Yeah, she got them. She slipped up. She got her left hand out.
Adam, Robert, Ida,
Fix them eyelashes, as though that fucking matters.
Ocean, Lincoln, Alan, first name Miguel.
Hold up! Alright, I'm done screaming.
So Mary, Ida, George, Eugene, Edward, Lincoln, no middle initial, Dale, noise complaints, driving complaints.
Let me the fuck out! I ain't do anything fucking wrong! I defended somebody! What the fuck am I in this fucking car?
Hoover Avenue.
Fucking bullshit! Let me the fuck out! Yeah, bitch, I got the fucking handcuff. Bitch, and I'm an animal! I'm a fucking animal!
Alright. We can see that.
So unfortunately, we don't have the charges in yet. We'll get that in a minute.
Meanwhile, the cops are acting like they got a fucking cage like fucking raccoon in their car that's like screaming. Like, reminds me of like the fucking Velociraptor at the beginning of Jurassic Park. Is that too dated of a reference? where like all the guys are standing out of the box and they're just like kind of getting themselves psyched up to get ready for the Velociraptor to get out.
But it looks like battery to law enforcement now. Yeah. Along with DC and resisting. The doors are unlocked.
This way or that side?
I don't know. Yeah.
She's buckled in, yeah, no?
No, she's been thrashing, kicking the ceiling half the fucking time. So whichever side you guys want, you can set up. I'll fill this thing up with OC if you want.
Let me the fuck out! Rebecca!
I mean, those fucking nails might do enough damage as a Velociraptor's claws. Am I right?
You're gonna open the door? I can't have you doing anything stupid. Excuse me? The moment I got the handcuffs on, you think I'm mad? I'm mad. That's it. I'm mad. I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm not like that. I'm mad. Why do you think I've been touching this? I'm mad. I'm not gonna hurt you.
I'm not gonna hurt you. While she was banging on the doors, the dividers, and everything in between for the entire trip that she was there.
Okay? I'm a good person.
What? What? I'm a good
I'm not gonna hurt you. Okay? I'm a good person. You'll see it. I defended somebody, that's it, and they came at me, slam me in the fucking cement. I'm a white female.
I'm a good person! Shrieks and then slams on the divider again.
This is how this is gonna work. I am gonna open this door. Rebecca, I'm gonna open the door and you stay right where you're at. If you don't, you will be OC. You understand that? You will be pepper sprayed.
Wait, did she say that she's a white female? I thought I heard female. Hold on. Hold on.
I'm fucking cement. I'm a white female.
Oh my god, she did! Holy shit, she did! Oh! Isms!
This is how this is gonna work. I am gonna open this door. Rebecca, I'm gonna open the door and you stay right where you're at. If you don't, you will be OC. You understand that? You will be pepper sprayed. Do you understand? Yes or no? I won't touch you. What do you not understand? I'm hurting myself. Not you. I'm hurting myself. My hands are beat the fuck up. I'm never touched you. I want her to cop. I was resisting because I wanted to hurt that guy that hurt my friend. Stay right where you are. Do not move when I open this door. You understand? Sounds good. Don't move. You understand me?
6 Horton, 1060 for patch.
Look, I'm sorry. You trust me. I was mad at myself, okay? I understand that. But no, can I just say something real quick? For all this happened. So the situation.
No. Well, to be more specific, Mandy, the way she said, like, I'm a white female, meaning that, oh, I'm not going to like resist you, as in throw hands like a black female would, or something like that. Like, I'm not a black male. You know, that kind of isms.
It was happened because I was obviously intoxicated and somebody touched my friend. And it was the bouncer and I was trying to defend him. I know I went crazy, but I didn't like the fact that he was touching my friend. It was my cousin too. It was first my friend, then my cousin. And my cousin is my absolute family. And I'm sorry I went crazy, I didn't try to. But I don't like the fact that y'all just handcuffed me and threw me on cement. Like, I tried to resist. I just wanted to prove a point. not okay. But here you are now, right?
Cover.
Rebecca emitted an odor of intoxicants and submitted to a preliminary breath test, which resulted in .133.
Right into that stuff right now. Yeah, get all 3 of those charges.
Rebecca was charged with felony battery threat to an officer, misdemeanor counts of resisting and disorderly conduct, and she was released on a $1,000 signature bond. She also received a citation for underage consumption of alcohol. Second
offense.
Want to represent Code Blue Cam?
Shout out to Code Blue Cam. God damn, man. It's just one of those things. Am I done yet? I don't think I'm done yet. Even though I have work tomorrow. True, I'll probably stream the end of I'll probably stream the God of War trailer after this. Oh! Jesus Christ. Okay. I have not seen the rest of this. But holy shit.
The video for today shows an incident where officers were looking for a person with multiple warrants for his arrest.
Deacon, as a former LEO, I really would appreciate if you saw this bit.
The officers knocked on the front door of a possible location where this man might be staying. They were greeted by a woman holding a firearm who then pointed that pistol at the officer. The woman tried to claim she did not know it was the police at her door, but prior to opening the door, she called 911, demanding to know why the police were at her door.
I would like to know who sent them to my house tonight, earlier, and why they're back, and who's back.
Oh, yes, Josh, hold on a second.
I'll let you see how this played out for yourself. With all that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something, and I'll talk to you soon.
Hello? Hello. It's okay. It's just the police. You can put the gun away.
Why are you here?
I'm looking for Justin Higgins.
Why?
He's got a warrant for his arrest.
Why are you here?
Hey! Put your gun out! God damn! What are you, nuts? Jesus, I get you get the door. You know I'm here. No reason to be waving the gun at me.
No, I don't.
Is Justin here?
No.
He's got a warrant for his arrest.
Walk around my house.
All right.
And take your shoes off.
I'm not taking my shoes off.
Then put some booties on.
Jesus, God.
Nobody walks in my house without booties.
Where's Justin?
I don't know where he is.
Does he live here?
9170, 9171.
He hasn't.
Okay. I already saw that bit, so I want to say this. I would say she is fucking lucky to be alive. I don't know how she wasn't shot. And the thing is, in my opinion, the officer would have been justified in the shooting. That's basically where I stand on that. Luckily, she wasn't shot, right? But holy shit. What the hell?
I've lived here for 12 years.
House, you knocking on the door. One of the contacts saying that they heard someone say inside the house she had a gun.
A 9170, she does have a gun. I'm inside the house. I'm talking to her. Okay. All right. Jesus.
Look around my house.
Is he here or not?
No, he's not here.
Does he live here?
What the fuck is that playing? Don't worry. Be happy.
He hasn't lived here in 12 years.
That just adds to the surrealness of this entire endeavor.
Well,
so why do you keep coming here?
I don't know. They just
Guzman's come here twice.
Okay.
Other cops have come.
All right,
he doesn't live here.
All right.
I'm a stenographer. I'm a court reporter.
Okay.
I used to work for mini court. You're badgering me.
I'm not.
You are.
I'm getting information. What's your name, hon? All right, Mrs. Higgins. Is that your husband?
Who? It's who, my husband? That guy, this guy?
No, ma'am. The guy come over here to see you about.
It's my son.
He's your son.
I thought you said.
No, okay. So that's your son? Okay.
He's 37 years old. He lives on his own.
Okay.
He's going through a divorce. His wife.
Hey, real quick. Yeah, right. The Matrix 20. If you want to talk to me personally, let's talk, and we'll see if I lost my discussion with Paul earlier today. If you think I'm afraid of talking to SovCits or wannabe SovCits or people who advocate these arguments, I'm not. I'll take all comers. Come and talk to me, baby. You can join my Discord. Do it.
Is abusing the justice system.
No, I'm not going to argue that. I'm not going to argue that at all. But
and I'm a court reporter.
Okay. Well, Mrs. Higgins,
Runner Brain is on the case.
Mrs. Higgins, if I could just explain to you, your son has multiple warrants for his arrest.
I know he does.
Okay. I didn't know if you knew.
I do. And he has a hearing on the 2nd.
Okay.
At 9:15.
Do you know why they put additional warrants out for him if he's already had a hearing?
Because why they what?
I'm just curious if he had a hearing already, why they put more warrants out for him.
His wife is abusing the system.
What's her name? Okay.
Sorry.
All right. Look. I'm fine. I'm getting ready to search the house. Can we just leave the bullets out of this gun for a minute? Okay. All right. Here.
Jesus Christ. So I assume those clacking of the things was him dropping the rounds out of the fucking revolver. Of course he'd have a fucking revolver.
You just put that in a drawer for me, and we'll get the bullets.
By the way.
And thank you. That's good to have. Okay. I'm going to ask my sergeant that I've looked around. Thank you, Mrs. Higgins.
You're welcome.
Sorry we got off on the wrong foot.
Well, it's 1 o'clock in the morning.
You're right about that. I don't agree with this
I don't understand
policy.
Who called you to come here tonight?
Another car, 15 precinct car.
Who was that? What was the name?
Car 154 is all I know.
Who was it? I want to know who it was.
I don't know.
Because I'm going to call Internal Affairs and find out.
Car 154C.
Car 154C.
Okay. Justin! I'm not.
Did we already have this discussion? Yeah, right. The Matrix. I don't remember us having a discussion. If not, I apologize. I'm willing to have another one. Through audio, video, whatever you want, dude. Let's do it. If you think you owned me before, I mean, what's the harm in owning me again on my own channel, right? I had 900 subs at the time. I mean, shit, dude. Own me again. Own me again. 900 subs? That's back like in 2019, 2020. Let's go.
Didn't even
You can humiliate me a second time, man. Let's do it.
No. All right.
What did you drop, my bullet?
I did. I dropped one.
It's hard to get bullets. Can you get me some bullets?
Gosh, ammo is expensive. Could you just put those in your pocket for me? Hey, your garage, what kind of cars do you drive?
He drives?
Yeah.
I know. I just heard that, John.
9170. What kind of cars you got? Honda minivan.
Yeah.
All right, Mrs. Higgins.
Can I have your card?
I can give you, I don't have a card, but I can give you my name and badge number. I don't have a problem with that. And thank you for being cooperative. Again, sorry we got off on the wrong foot.
Okay. I mean, he almost got shot in the head.
The only Matrix-related guy that I know is the SovCit is also a flat earther. I don't know if that's the same person as this individual, though.
Mrs. Higgins?
Because somebody coming at my house at 1 o'clock in the morning and shining flashlights at my windows is disturbing to me.
I understand. I get it.
Very disturbing in a domestic situation.
I know. And hey, I appreciate your cooperation. That's my name. That's my badge number. Okay?
Yeah.
Is there anything we can do? I'm kind of worried you're a little upset. I want to help you.
What do you mean?
Well, you're upset. Well, you came.
Wouldn't came. If someone came to your house at 1 in the morning?
Well, I'd like to find out why they're there before, but then get upset.
Yeah, Sean, exactly. Yeah, right. The Matrix 20. Is that you, Devon? Or is that Matrix Media?
No, White.
Okay.
She's abusing the justice system, filing CPOs.
Okay.
Is that Devon Bay?
Orders.
Okay.
Is that you?
And he does.
Well, they're still listing this address.
It's been years.
I don't know why.
They need to take it off their roster.
Right. Well, Mrs. Higgins, again, I apologize for bothering you. We're going to leave. You got your bullets?
They're right there.
Okay. All right, miss. You have a nice evening. Sorry about all this.
Does he stay on Bath in court by chance?
No. He doesn't live here.
What's that?
He hasn't lived
That's her son.
But does he?
And what I want to know is who gave it.
Excuse me. What's up with that light?
I don't know. I was hitting all kinds of stuff on the way here.
Oh, why?
He has 1K subs. He looks at. Okay, so then that's Matrix Media. That's Matrix Media then. So, dude, now I know who you are.
I was meeting him to get the calendar, and then I just hear you say that he got one. She has a gun. And
Oh yeah. Oh, that's all good. Yeah.
No.
You fucking wait. It was okay till she started to wave it around. I had to yell at her. she didn't like me yelling at her. But.
Was this why you're inside?
Yeah.
Jesus.
No. She met me at the door with the damn thing. Yeah. I had to get salty with her, but I think she's just drunk.
Yeah, I think she's just hammered.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure what was going on here. I thought it was out of some 50 run with a guy in a minivan.
That's what it was. Yeah, he's not here though. And she let me search the place. I went in the basement, all the bedrooms, all the closets. He's not here. I don't know where the hell he is.
She's a court stenographer.
27 times she told me she's at court.
Yeah. She seemed very.
She's drunk.
Yeah.
She's drunk with a revolver. Wow. Hey, thanks, guys.
I'm going to file federal charges. If you're not going to do your job, I'm going to file federal charges on this individual right now. You're not going to call? You're not going to send a supervisor over this sergeant?
After covering this Tacoma Park Sovereign Citizens Right to Travel Arrest video a few weeks ago, I decided to look back over his channel at some of his older videos to see how he got to where he is today and why he hates the police so much. But it's obvious to me now that he's always been this way, or at least that's what his channel shows. But while looking through those...
Alright, look. Mid-Atlantic seafood, soul food, chicken and ribs sounds like the best place. I want to know where this place is, so the next time I'm in the area, I want to go to this place. Because it sounds fucking delicious. I figured it was Maryland. Mid-Atlantic. But I gotta go to this place. Soul food, chicken, and ribs. God damn.
Those videos, I came across this little gem from a couple of years ago, where he is so desperate for attention from the police that he resorts to acting like a toddler, having a tantrum to get it. Unfortunately for him, he chooses the wrong cop to bait and ends up in a nice pair of shiny silver bracelets.
You're right. I need to get a brisket. I need to smoke another brisket. It's been a week and I haven't smoked something in my smoker.
Security guards do is harassing people.
Marilyn.
What you just say?
Don't mess with the road, son.
Park up front. Let me show you what I'll do next. Come on, tough guy. Come on, tough guy. Come on, tough guy. This officer just told me on my own property, don't mess with a sign.
Really? Really? Like, you're a grown adult and you're like, don't mess with he's like, don't fuck with the sign. He's like, watch me fuck with the sign. You're a goddamn teenager.
You know, shaking a road sign like a toddler to bait the police is not the actions of somebody who feels harassed by the police. This guy is 58, by the way.
That's what I thought. He went back and parked on a parking lot.
Yeah, because he's probably got better things to do with his time than deal with a 58-year-old man-child who has an unhealthy obsession with law enforcement.
58 years old and acting like this. 58. Like my dad, I think at 58, that's when I think he was fully enjoying his retirement. Grandkids.
Anyway, I'll spare you the shaky cam walk over to the police officer he feels harassed by.
This clown nigga here sits in a parking lot for his whole tour of duty, harassing people. What's your name and badge number, officer? Let me have your name and badge number. You got a card?
No, I'm not giving you a card.
You're not giving me a card, sir? Get your supervisor down here.
No, I am the supervisor.
Get your supervisor down here. Call you.
Well, you can't see it because of the chat, but he's got 3 stripes, or right there, 3 stripes. He's a sergeant. So, very possible that he's a supervisor.
Chief.
Okay.
This clown officer right here refusing to give me his name and badge number. What's your name and badge number? What's your name and badge number? What's your name and badge number?
I'm Earl.
What's your badge number?
Don't worry about my badge number.
You're not going to give me your badge number?
I don't have a badge number. We don't have badge numbers. It's in DC.
Get your supervisor.
You don't need to.
Yeah, I thought so, clown.
Be a man.
Clown, I thought you was going to do something if I shake that pole again.
Making things up again, I see. All I heard him say was, don't shake the sign. And what do? Shake the sign.
Man, shut the fuck up. Get the fuck here. You clown ass. That's what I thought. You sit your ass over there and try to catch the person breaking in. Don't with me. All right? You got the right one. Sit down in your car like a little boy should do.
Yeah, that little boy will be placing you in handcuffs in a few minutes.
Don't you ever come over here and bother me again. You understand that? You heard what I said? Don't ever come over here. All right? Stay over there where you're supposed to be at. Boy? Come and show me that I'm a boy. Come and show me I'm a boy. Come and show me I'm a boy. That's what I thought, clown. Call for backup, because you can't do nothing with me.
Yeah, I could say something about the use of the term boy, but I'm just going to let this play. But, between these 2 individuals, but I'm just going to let this play. There's a lot there.
Like a boy.
I'm not your boy.
You acting like a boy.
So long as you understand.
So for some strange reason, that's where he decided to cut and end part 1 to this video. I'm guessing because it didn't make him look very good. And then part 2 begins where things have calmed down a little, but the sergeant does have his baton out ready. And this idiot is on the phone to another police department claiming he's been assaulted.
I'm at 6500 New Hampshire Avenue. It's a business, a soul food restaurant on New Hampshire Avenue. We won't get disconnected. I just was assaulted by an individual that is walking around with a police uniform on. I need Montgomery County Police Department here. I don't give out the telephone number.
Did you see what happened?
Okay, what I need is a law enforcement officer sent to this address, a Montgomery County police officer.
Okay, so it sounds like he's actually in contact with 911. Oh boy.
Excuse me. Hello? I don't need a Tacoma Park. That's the individual that is Mark Card. He seemed to have a sergeant. What I need is a sheriff or a Montgomery County police officer here.
You need to grow up and start acting your age. Say,
you mean Montgomery County Sheriff? I mean, I don't know how. I don't know. I could probably ask. Natalie knows more than I. She's out of Maryland, but I imagine Maryland, their counties, they have county sheriffs.
Seriously, if this isn't misuse.
Not a brat. In Maryland, the sheriff has no real power. Oh, so wait. So are the sheriffs like the sheriffs in Connecticut? In Maryland, where in Connecticut the sheriffs have almost zero police powers. Is that the same thing in Maryland?
Said 911. Then I don't know what.
Okay. Barry says they're Montgomery County Police and sheriffs. Okay.
What is? Props to this sergeant for remaining so calm in the face of such stupidity.
I haven't seen that yet, Andrew.
You done fucked up. I assure you that.
You grow up, man.
No, you gonna grow up. Outside that uniform.
50 years old, man.
Yeah, okay.
Like
yeah, okay.
50-some years
yeah, okay.
old.
I'm gonna show you not to put your hands on the citizens.
You don't approach anybody. You don't come over here and approach a police officer, man.
Clown, please. Please.
See, that's your problem. You have no respect.
You're gonna get respect up there in Green.
Hey, Josh, thank you for the 5 gifted subs.
Hello.
5 gifted memberships.
Hello. Don't go nowhere.
I'm not going anywhere.
Don't go nowhere. I promise you that. And I want your chief down here. I want your chief down here. Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit. Really, Andrew?
And finally, backup starts to arrive.
Can you email that to me?
We can all see where this is going.
I need you to call a supervisor over this clown right here. I was just assaulted by this individual.
He is a supervisor.
Well, I need somebody else. Yes, ma'am.
I am the supervisor.
Yeah, but these are Tacoma Park officers that are here. I need Montgomery County. I just was assaulted by a sergeant of Tacoma Park, Maryland.
I'm sitting here. He's like...
I need a Montgomery County police officer.
I see it now, Andrew. Thank you.
Thank you. Hey, excuse me, officer. Is it possible I can call you, get your chief or whoever is in charge of him? Oh, don't worry. I'm going to file a complaint. I'm going to file a lawsuit, okay?
Of course you are, buddy. Don't forget to include the part where you swung on the street sign like a child to get his attention. And when that didn't work, you got right up into his face.
Hello?
Police department to file your complaint. It's just that simple. No one's coming here. You go to the police station, file a complaint. Just the guy that put that video up.
You right about that? I'm glad you understand. I'm the guy that put that video, and you on social media right now assaulting me. Oh, no, you just turn that on, okay? But I promise you, your chief is going to hear about it. You should have never put your hands on me. Half of them people saw you put your hands on me.
You don't approach me.
I need your supervisor over him. There's somebody over him. Say what? Oh, so that's what y'all do here is assault people and then tell them to go file a complaint?
Ah, shit. He's putting on the gloves.
Hello?
And on go the gloves. However, he still thinks he deserves the supervisor's supervisor or the chief or the sheriff or Montgomery County or whatever.
Look, I don't know about y'all, but I'd fucking kill for some chicken and waffles right now. I really want some chicken and waffles, like brined chicken and waffles. Y'all know what that means. Y'all know what that means.
Hello? Yes, ma'am. I just called for 6500
If you know, you
New Hampshire
know.
Avenue. I just was battered by a sergeant of the Tacoma Park Police Department. You just got me. I have 4 Tacoma Park Police sitting here now. I need Montgomery County or the Sheriff Department.
You need to be heavily medicated, put in a straitjacket, and then thrown into a padded cell for your own safety.
Oh, tell the story right, brother. You came up to me.
I got it right here.
No, you didn't. You cut that on after the fact. I was standing right there and you came to me. So no matter, social media saw the whole thing. They saw it.
Yeah, what did social media see? I think they saw a 58-year-old man-child with an unhealthy obsession with law enforcement and who is willing to do almost anything to get their attention, no matter what the cost. Am I right? Let me know in the comments.
Don't try to play it off now. And I will be filing a civil suit against Tacoma Park.
That's what you need to do.
I'm going to teach you not to put your hands on people.
You don't approach, you don't get in my face. Period.
You walked up to me, man. What is you talking about?
It doesn't matter. I walked up to you.
It doesn't matter.
Get in my face.
It does.
Did I get in your face?
Hello? Yes, ma'am. I need a Montgomery County officer down here at 65 New Hampshire Avenue. I just was assaulted by... Okay, what station is this? What station is this? Okay, I need a supervisor over a sergeant just assaulted me. I'll tell you what I do. I'm going to file federal charges. If you're not going to do your job...
Federal?
I'm going to file federal charges on this individual right now. You're not going to call? You're not going to send a supervisor over this sergeant?
Hey, no, you can't go anywhere right now.
Oh, don't worry. I'm not going nowhere, my man. You can bake on that.
Let me see your ID.
What crime have I committed?
Let me see your ID.
Arrest me then. Arrest me.
Okay, so he was arrested
All right. Thank you for the super chat.
for disorderly conduct and misuse of 911, which clearly happened. But according to him, the prosecutor dropped all charges. But that was 2 years ago, and he's since gone full SovCit and recently got arrested and got his car and bike towed, and now faces a slew of new charges. And he still has that love-hate, more hate relationship with Tacoma PD. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please leave a like, share the video and subscribe to the channel. And if you would like to
Hey guys, hit that like button. As always, give Van Valiant a view. Lord knows the man deserves it. But before we go to the next video, Joshua, I know he's still there in the chat, sent me this today. If you guys don't know what this is Kratos from the God of War series. And I imagine the reason why he sent me this is because a couple months ago, or maybe even earlier, I noted that a mug that I had, that a mug that I used to have, had this very imprint on it. It was actually in more of a pot shape, like a mini coffee pot shape, like an oval or a spherical. And I noted that I lost it. One day, I, because I took it to the office, because I usually make my coffee at my office. I took it to the public, you know, the general restroom to clean it, and I may have forgotten it in the public restroom, and I lost it. And I think I mentioned it in stream that it was one of my favorite coffee mugs because the print on it was so awesome. Fucking loved it. And so I was really upset about it, and I think I made note of that in a stream. But I think that's why Josh went out of his way to get me a new coffee mug with the same imprint on it as before. But I appreciate it. Thank you very much, Joshua. That's really kind of you. Thank you, man. It arrived today. So I'm definitely going to cherish this and definitely keep a very, very close eye on it at work tomorrow. All right, this is from Andrew, who sent me this morning.
Yes, ma'am. I need a Montgomery County officer down here at 65 New Hampshire Avenue.
Wrong one.
Yes, ma'am. I need a Montgomery County.
Hey, what the fuck? Hold on. Copy. Paste. There we go.
It's occupied times 2.
Oh wait, this was just released. This is also from Cleveland Area Body Cam. Already the mug I'm talking about, what, my original God of War mug is $150 on eBay. That's about right. I'm sorry. Yes, Omega is correct. They were from a God of War 2018 loot crate. The mug itself, and somebody jacked it from me because I forgot it in the restroom when I cleaned it. Don't remind me, all right? I'm actually kind of upset. It sucks, but hey, Josh, thank you for coming out for me with this. All right, I appreciate it.
Right, Officer Valens, Bayville Police. Where you coming from, buddy? Can't see your license plate or anything. Oh, is that where you live? Okay. Do you have your driver's license, sir?
My driver's license is important.
It's not important?
No.
Can I see your hands?
Yeah. No.
Okay. Why is it not important?
Because
you put it in part.
Yeah, it's in part.
All right, what's up?
Because I'm I'm using my personal property.
If you miss what he says, if you miss what he just said there, he says, I'm using my personal property. Here we go.
On personal transportation, if you would like me to pull up the case numbers on my phone.
No, I'd like you to get your driver's license like I asked you, and I'm not going to ask you again. Get your driver's license out.
Sir? If you would like, call your supervisor because this is the Supreme Court rule.
Supervisor!
Okay.
Supreme Court ruling!
With case numbers involved.
That's unnecessary.
That is 100% necessary.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Because the Supreme Court ruled that I am allowed and deemed to use my personal property, which is this vehicle.
Where's the license plate on the vehicle?
I don't need it. Because I am using personal property.
Hand me the driver's license.
What does it matter?
Hand me the driver's license.
I'm not handing it to you. You can call your supervisor.
I'm not calling my supervisor.
Then you can call them.
Okay, come here. Step out of the car. Step out of the car. I'm going to be in the car. Stop reaching for stuff.
I'm not reaching for stuff. I went to unbuckle. Is your radio?
Get out of the car.
Hold on. Video record right now. Pull your phone out.
Get out of the car.
Record.
Pull Get out of the car.
Oh!
Oh, my fucking shoulder! You just dislocated it! You motherfucker! Ah!
Dislocated it.
You have no reason and right. You want to lose your fucking... Stop! You seriously dislocated my shoulder.
Wait, who the fuck is this? Who the fuck? She's got a cigarette in her mouth, and she's got a camera recording it. What the fuck?
We're finding the driver, but we're good. Oh! Video record right now. You just dislocated my shoulder, dude.
I told you I wasn't gonna ask you again.
You have no right. I'm not being this. Okay.
Baby, record it. Record this.
I gotta get out. Oh! Stop!
Here,
You got my shoulder dislocated. You have my shoulder dislocated. My paperwork is in the fucking car.
He should have been out of the car. Handed me his driver's license.
Feel it. It's just dislocated. It's just dislocated. You motherfucker just dislocated my shoulder.
You need to relax.
You just dislocated my shoulder.
Do you need a squad?
Yeah.
Okay.
You fucking asshole. You just dislocated my
Let's
shoulder.
get him out of the road.
With no right. You want to fucking lose your fucking police license? You're about to. Get your fucking squadron leader out here like I asked.
Let's get a supervisor.
Get your
Squadron leader?
video recorder on right the fuck now.
We're gonna help you get up.
Did you just say radio recorder?
Let's get a supervisor.
Get your video recorder on right the fuck now.
Radio recorder?
We're gonna help you get up. Put your feet right in front of mine so we can help you get up.
You only use my left.
I will. Listen, put both feet here so you can use it as a...
Don't touch my right. Don't touch my
right. You ready?
Fucking hurts.
Ready?
No, grab underneath my shoe. Please grab underneath the arm. There you go. Ready? Ow.
Got a squad coming. Follow me back.
Fuck,
You should have been reaching in the car. I don't know what you have in there.
God
You should have
damn
got out when I told you to get out. Let's go.
I was getting out.
No, you weren't.
What that text said was officers later recovered a knife in the center console.
You rigged me out, and I had her getting on video camera.
You weren't getting out.
You asshole.
Okay.
You fucking asshole.
Listen. Don't raise your voice anymore. Listen, you're in cuffs.
I'm in a lot of pain.
I understand.
Don't rip on the radar. Do you feel it? You see that? You feel that? Yeah, it's just okay.
Search him. I'll talk to him.
That's what you want. You feel that?
Okay, there's a squad coming. What's the deal? Is he suspended or what?
He was reaching to unbuckle.
Okay, I don't know what he was doing. And then he didn't want to get out of the car, so I had to pull him out of the car. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
He was telling me all kind of stuff, talking about he doesn't have to show me his driver's license. His license plates is irrelevant. Okay? That's not what you do. And you're not going to be reaching in the car. You're not going to be reaching.
But he was unbuckling. You told him to get out. He was unbuckling when you told him to get out.
Then I told him to get out, and he wouldn't get out.
No, he was unbuckling.
Hey, that's all right. I'm not going to argue with you, okay?
I saw that.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
When
You have
he
your
was unbuckling. When he was unbuckling, you pulled him out.
He was unbuckling.
He was,
And then he wouldn't get out of the car.
And you said, no, I...
Video was randomly trimmed to this point. I need to stop before I get too much out of control. We can't go any further. I'm already feeling it pretty wild. So yeah, you're right. I think at the end we're gonna have to watch the God of War trailer that was recently released. Where's my kitty? This trailer was released yesterday. I am hyped. I've already ordered the collector's edition. Let me make sure this is in the top tier quality.
Sometimes it's the only way to protect the ones we love.
If you guys don't know, this game is one of my the prequel to this game. This is a sequel. Is one of my favorite games of all time, and I mean that. It's in my top 5 of favorite games of all time. God of War 2018. This is a sequel that's coming out in November. So you're not going to see. You're only going to see me on my gaming channel playing this game. So that's where you're going to find me on November 9th.
I know you. God killer. What is it you want from me? Is it a god of war you came to find?
You don't really want war, do you, Kratos? All that blood on your hands, on your son's hands.
What is it you will not tell me?
I can't talk about it, but I just need you to trust me.
We follow your every whim.
But you don't believe in any of it.
And still I follow. Because all that matters is that you are safe.
But that's not all that matters. Who's keeping you safe?
I do not need you to protect me.
You sure about that?
Pretender god!
Oh, god damn it! 2 Valkyries at the sit. 2 Valkyries! 2!
For the old father!
Death can have me when it earns me.
And that line, death can have me when it earns me, is a fucking hard line.
What do you even know of God's word? In your lifetimes, has anyone ever worshipped you? Ever prayed to you? Can you even imagine that kind of love? No! You don't care about anything beyond yourself. Beyond the monster who kills without cause.
That sounds like Sindri. Doggos!
Fate only binds you if you let it. Do what is necessary. Not because it is written. Make our own destiny.
God damn it, I'm fucking hyped. I don't give a fuck if like none of you guys appreciate it. I don't care. I'm gonna be on this game. So good. Ah! What the fuck is Chili talking about now? Is he not even... Wait, does he even have a channel? Oh, wait. It's, what was it? Delete laws?
So it says here, plaintiff is informed and believes that defendant Chance Blankenship. So this is, remember the Blankenship brothers? They're over there being cops in Ironton. And what this says was a peace officer for the city of Ironton and employed, right? And now McKnight, plaintiff. Now here we come down here to Robert Fauci, Robert Fauci, and then general facts and allegations. So I'm not sure if you guys have ever read.
Plaintiff is a videographer, vlogger, and civil rights activist. Who has been recording, publishing media. The financial benefits of DeCastro's posting has been an essential economic support for him.
I will put this on my website. I have not. Plaintiff is a videographer and vlogger and civil rights activist who's been video recording, publishing his recordings edited and unedited on media forms such as YouTube, Facebook, Instagram since about 2020. The financial benefit from DeCastro's postings have been essential economic support for him. On Tuesday, March 29th at 4 p.m., DeCastro and approximately 14 other individuals were in the Ironton City Hall waiting hours for a permit to use the rooms for a constitutional teaching session. At approximately 5 p.m., a
constitutional teaching session.
City Ironton employee announced that the building
Plaintiff Jose Maria DeCastro First Amendment amended complaint.
What's up, Johnny? How you doing, buddy? That the building was going to be closed and locked. DeCastro was not given time to leave.
You were given time to leave.
The building, at no time did DeCastro refuse to leave. I never said I wouldn't leave. You see, I said, if you're going to arrest me, I'll go with you. Approximately.
So then you wouldn't leave.
5:03, 3 minutes after I officially began a protest, Wagner approached and began yelling to cease and desist his disorderly conduct.
Right, but you didn't leave.
And DeCastro then immediately was arrested for fentanyl. Blankenship, McKnight, the other 14 individuals. DeCastro was taken to the booking area where several criminal charges were brought against his wallet, car key, and other items, including his iPhone.
Oh no, his iPhone 12 Max Pro.
12 Max there, and by the way, Chapman, it's just the things he said were just so crazy. So then, during the booking process, John Chapman, the top-ranking jailer, told
when DeCastro objected, John Chapman told DeCastro that they would list DeCastro as John Doe, and then he'd be incarcerated for 3 months until the FBI came back with information of his identity.
DeCastro objected. John Chapman told DeCastro waited up to 3 months. Objected, saying that it's John Chapman demanded DeCastro's Social Security of obstruction of justice if DeCastro did not give him his Social Security number. DeCastro, under threat, provided his Social Security number to John Chapman. After posting bond, approximately 2 hours later, DeCastro was.
I'm sorry, I can't deal with the rest of this bullshit. If you kids want to watch the rest of this insanity, you can go watch Delete Laws. I'm done. I'm not going to deal with that. I want to eat the rest of the food that I ordered earlier today. I'm hungry. I'm a little bit drunk. I'm 4 beers in, and I'm done. All right. This was supposed to be just about Sandra Anderson, not about fucking DeCastro. So I'm done. I'm done. Thank you guys for coming here to watch. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the support that I got, all the super chats, all the memberships. Danny's doing fantastic. As always, we're still talking to each other. We're still trying to figure out when we're going to see each other again. It's going to be soon. I'm going to make sure of that. But yeah, she's doing great. And that's all I'm going to say there. Thank you, guys, for watching. Have a good day. Take care. And I will see you guys next time. Probably on Friday. I'm probably not gonna stream tomorrow, but I'm gonna be streaming on Friday. All right. Take care.
Bye.